Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa. I'm a reseller. I resell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, Depop. This is my week's thrifting video showing you what I pick up at thrift stores. Today I went to 3 Goodwills. It was a really interesting day. The first Goodwill I left with bags and bags of stuff. It was really a good day there. Spent $75. The second Goodwill, I think I spent $6 for one item, and then the third Goodwill found nothing. I think by then I was just kind of tired. Let me show you what I got. Spotted this vintage, new in the plastic Sears white t-shirt. It doesn't have a date on it, but it's like Sears Roebuck Company. It's just obviously like decades old, and it's really cool that it's brand new still. My new strategy when I find something really good at a garage sale or a thrift store, this is just a tip for anybody, is grab it, maybe hold on and looking it up, because something like this, you know, is vintage, it's new, it's gonna sell. Before you start looking it up to see what it's worth, my first thing that I start to do now is I look for more, and it paid off. I found a second one. It's not the exact same style, but this one's also from Sears. Obviously the same person donated both of these shirts, and they are size like men's small, and so they might be a little bit slower to sell, but something like this, I just figure somebody still wants. Has that cool tag on the back. I think pretty sure I paid 99 cents a piece for these. I can't remember. The Goodwill tag was like missing, so I'm really happy with these two. Found several pair of shoes today. What's weird is I love picking up shoes, but I don't super love taking the pictures of them. I have literally buckets of shoes that I haven't listed. So if you ever wonder like why they're not selling, that's why, is that I'm waiting for some day where I take like the whole Saturday and just list all of them. This is the Nike Flyknit Chukka. I think it has a pretty cool look to it. Pretty clean on the bottom. Paid $15 for these. Hope to get between $40 and $60. Love picking up the brand SAS or SAS shoes. They have pretty good resale. It's a really common like comfort footwear shoe, and often you find them in excellent condition. A lot of times that people wear these shoes, they might be somebody that doesn't go out into the community very often, like they might be like an older or elderly person, and so they might just be staying inside the house like on carpet where their shoes don't get messed up. That's my theory on this, because I always find them all the time in this condition where they look basically unworn. This is a really popular style of this SAS shoe, and it is a size 8S, which I think the S is for like slender or slim maybe, which is like a AAA. So this is a pretty narrow shoe, but this is one of their more popular models, so I picked it up. It was unmarked, and so I think it was $5. Another pair of SAS shoes with you can't call them Velcro, you'll get a Vero on eBay. You got to call them hook and loop straps. Anyway, the ones with the hook and loop straps are also really good seller for elderly people because their hands just don't work as well, and it's just hard to tie shoes. And so this is a Bolo item, and not as clean a condition, but still pretty good on the bottom. Paid $8.50 for these. I was on the fence about this item just because the value of it is really not super high. Hard rock stars, like it's like a plate basically in the shape of a guitar. What pushed me to buying it is there's 2 of them, and so I'm not going to sell them individually. I'm going to lot them up together. I think I should get about $15 to $20 plus shipping for them, and I think that these were 50 cents a piece. I saw these metal like Stein mugs, and that they said Wizard World Comic Con, and I grabbed them right up because I know Comic Con is like a super hot thing where just tons of people are into that. 3 of these are listed on eBay, but no sold comps in the last 3 months. But I did look on WorthPoint, and there are definitely sold comps for them individually. I'm going to lot mine together. I think it'll give them a better chance of selling. Paid $1 each for them. This one is Wizard World Comic Con, Wizard World, and it also has Wild Bills on the back, like soda company, so I'm not really sure about that. But that's how all the ones that are listed on eBay are the same as well, so I'm gonna put them together. I made a video several videos back, you can check it out. It was going over my worst picks, or just basically things in my store that I decided to end the listing and just donate because they had been there so long and taken up room. 2 of them were beer steins, which like one was Budweiser, one was Coors, and I thought they were gonna sell, and they just didn't. I had finally marked them down to under $5, and they still weren't moving. And so I took another chance on a beer stein. This is a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest one, much larger. It's from 2013. this is working. It's a little off center, but I'll just have to put that in the listing. It was $8 or $7. The reason why I think this is going to be valuable, I looked these up on eBay. This is a limited edition and it's numbered 59, 51. And the ones that are numbered like this for this style on eBay are selling for like $50 to maybe $70. And so I did pay up for this and I hope it pays off. Found a glass pitcher. It's super heavy. For some reason, I kind of have an affinity toward really heavy glassware, which it's not good because it's hard to ship. This is, it says on here, Leggett and Platt, and I looked that up, and a lot of their stuff sells for really good money. I don't remember what they make, but it's something pretty valuable. And this looks like it was maybe given to an employee because it says safety award. I don't know if I can get this where you can see it, but it looks like it was like maybe an employee gift or something like that. And so I found the closest thing I could find was some other glassware by the same company that was just like advertising for something that they make, and it had sales on it on WorthPoint. And so I just thought I'd give a chance for something like this. Who knows? It may never sell. It was only $2 though. It's Christmas time, and so I'm always looking for vintage Christmas ornaments or just decoration that will sell for good money. This is vintage trim home, Roman soldiers. I saw it. It's got the Kmart logo on it, so that's kind of first thing how you know it's old if you don't just know the brand Trim a Home. And it was $4, so it was more expensive. I was on the fence about this one also. I opened it up enough to see that it looks like it's still sealed and new. And so these look like they're going for about $15 in new condition, which for end only get $15. You gotta pay fees and whatnot. I like to make at least $10 profit on my items. Here's why I decided to get it. Found this one on the same shelf. The Chariot, Horse, and Soldier also appears to be new. This one was $4. At that point, once I found two, I decided to buy them because I'm going to lot mine together, make my listing stand out over other people's. But then, even further on in the store, I found this one that I'm going to put with it, and it was only $3. So I'm going to lot these three together, and I have, let's see, $11 in. Hope I at least can get like 30 plus shipping. That would get me over my $10 profit per listing. This was probably my most surprising find. Found these Air Jordan 1s. Fairly good condition. You can see some creasing on the toe, but they're not terrible. And I only paid $18.99 for them, which is I think a pretty good deal. I'm gonna hope to resell these. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this colorway and everything. I mean, this shoe in used condition is selling for several $100s all the way to like 40 or $50. And so I'm probably going to price it kind of higher to start with and then just lower the price as it goes. But it's easier to lower the price than it is to up it. That was my haul from the first Goodwill. Like I said, I got a ton of stuff that I'm really happy with. At the second Goodwill, I saw this blue tag and the flannel, and I thought, oh, I hope that's a Pendleton. And it was a Pendleton. And the model on this one is Canyon shirt fitted. It's got pearl snaps. Pretty cool colorway. Looks like it's in really good condition. Wool shirt. And this shirt should sell for maybe like 40 to 50. And I paid $5.49 for it. Update on the Pendleton. It is my size. And I've never owned anything Pendleton other than when I flip it. So I don't know. I might be keeping this one. We'll have to see. I don't know if I like the way it feels. It might be too scratchy. Went to 2 Goodwills today and got some pretty good stuff. Got this vintage J. Crew, like they call it a coat or a barn work jacket basically. And I paid $8.99 for it. It's in pretty good condition. It's got the flannel lining to it, so that's pretty desirable. Corduroy collar. Those are all things to call out in the title, and should be a good one. Hope to get 30 to 40, maybe 50. It's a men's size small, so that's the bad part. But this is an Eddie Bauer goose down, and it's a 700 fill. So the higher the number that you see for the fill, the more expensive the jacket or vest that you have, for puffer vest, I guess. Paid $8.99 for this one. I love the brand Timberland. Got a nice kind of tan khaki jacket. I'm honestly gonna have to try this one on. This one might be my size and it might just stay mine. It's pretty cool looking. $8.99 on it. Got these New Balance women's Minimus 1690. The Minimus is a great like series by New Balance. Essentially, they have all different numbers of the minimus, but they sell really well. These are just absolutely super clean on the bottom. Only paid $8.99 for them. Not a ton of sell through on these, but I feel like these could maybe sell to somebody on Facebook Marketplace. They just look really clean, nice colors. Size 6.5B, so kind of a small size. I was on the fence about these. They don't have a super high value for them, but new with tags, so you gotta love that. They're Dr. Scholl's Velcro, but they call them like a double strap, or not lace, but double strap. You can't use the word Velcro on eBay, they'll get you. They call this like a dress shoe, and so hoping to get $30 for them. That's what they were originally marked, and I paid $6. I think the brand Dickies has a pretty good following. I paid up for this hat. I paid $5 for it, which for me, for a used hat, that's expensive to flip, you know, because sometimes you can only hope to get like 15 out of a used hat. But I thought this one was really cool. It's got the red and white stripes, and so hopefully that'll make it sell a little bit better. It's fitted, let's see, it's a size small medium, but it is wool, so there's some good and bad about this hat, but it is in super clean condition. I'm trying to attack my weaknesses in reselling head on instead of just avoiding them altogether. This is a Toy Biz Rotten Egg toy, and it is from 1998, so it definitely kind of has a vintage look to it. That's why I picked it up. I definitely don't look up all the toys. I don't have time to do all that, but I try to look up the ones that look interesting or unique. I think it's supposed to do some type of talking or something, so I'm going to put some fresh batteries, and hopefully it works. I paid $1.50 for it. This was what I thought my coolest find at the first Goodwill. It's a really super heavy 10-inch amber glass ashtray with like an American Eagle on it impression in it. So ashtrays definitely sell. This one in particular has a ton of sales on eBay, and I don't know, I should probably get like 15 or 20 bucks for it plus shipping. Not gonna be a ton of profit. It's super heavy. Paid $3. Let me see how much it weighs. I don't know about this one. It weighs 7 pounds, and so I didn't really think that through. That's going to be really heavy to ship. Maybe it could fit in like a medium flat rate box and ship for 15 bucks. That's going to be the hope on this one. This is a major Bolo brand. I don't think you can see the name there, but it's Allen Edmonds dress shoes. Their shoes retail for a lot of money. This is the Allen Edmonds straw foot. It's kind of like a linen or some type of fabric like that in leather. Not the best condition. I only paid $6 for these. This shoe was close to $400 when it was new. I totally forgot one item that I got at the second Goodwill. I guess I got two things there. Here's the back. It is Indian Motorcycles Scout. I guess that's the model of the motorcycle. And it's a size extra large. Only paid $3. And anytime I have something Indian motorcycle or Harley Davidson motorcycle, it basically always sells, and so probably only going to get like 15 to 20 since it's a used t-shirt, but you know, if something sells through pretty well, it's worth the time. I had quite a bit of time to source today. I went to several thrift shops, one garage sale. Paid $1 for all three of these things at a garage sale. This is the International Bible, Hebrew, Greek, and English, and I'm going to sell that on eBay. And then I picked up these two. This is, it says Reflections by David Mack and Valkyrie. And this lady had bins and bins and bins and bins of baseball cards and like some comic books too. And I don't know anything about either of those basically, and so I'm sure I could have sat there and looked them all up. I did that for a few minutes, but I just thought this is just not worth my time. I need to learn more about this before I do this, but I'm sure she probably had something that was, you know, worth pretty good money, but it wasn't my day to look it up. At the first garage sale I went to, it's the Howe thrift store. I love that one because nothing's priced. They pretty much just look at what you have and give you a total. I had 7 items for $5. Can't beat that. Got this Mountain Dew shirt. It's not going to be worth a lot, but it does have on the back, it says it'll tickle your innards, and the Mountain Dew shirts that say that seem to go for okay money. We're talking like maybe 15 bucks or something, but I paid less than $1. Got these Vionic like ballet slippers in really nice condition, and so this is supposed to be a better brand, and especially paying so little for these, hoping that they bring at least like 20 bucks or so. I'm from Oklahoma, and this is an Oklahoma State Cowboys hat. Still new with tags. The brand is Top of the World. It's a fitted cap, and so the size is a 7.5. And not sure if this one will go locally or eBay. Either way, doesn't make me any difference. I was kind of hesitant to pick this up. This is a vintage Rolodex, like closes like that. The reason why is I have two other Rolodexes that are still brand new that haven't sold, but this is a nicer one because it's metal. It's supposed to have a key. It doesn't have the key, but this model has a lot of sell-through on eBay even without the key. It's gonna take some cleanup, but this is a vintage Robert Shaw Lux kitchen timer. Minute Minder is actually what it's called. So you can see it's in pretty gross condition. I'm gonna have to clean it. Not a big deal. This should get like 10 to 15 bucks plus shipping. Whenever I see vintage stuff like this, I think it's just pretty cool and I couldn't pass it up. I'm not sure if Get and Go is still a gas station that's around like somewhere else other than here. I know the Get and Go's in Oklahoma all closed. This is like a big thermos. It doesn't say how big it is, I don't think. The brand, it's made by Aladdin, and that's a pretty good thermos brand. This looks like they're going for about 10 to 15 on eBay, but there's several others listed, so I wasn't sure if mine would be in good enough condition to sell. You can see the paint's kind of chipping off, but when I looked around, I saw a second one, and so that's kind of what I tend to do, is I like to lot things together to make my listings stand out. And so maybe if somebody's really thirsty one day or not so thirsty the other day. The only thing about this one is like the tab right there is chipped off, but I figure listing two of these together should get like 15 to 20 bucks. That's all I got from the Hal thrift store. I went to 2 Goodwills and I only got one thing at each of them. I worked for nearly a decade in a specialty running and walking shoe store. We sold high-end, top brands basically for specialty running and walking. I saw this shoe and I instantly knew that it's the Brooks Addiction Walker. I haven't sold one in a while, but the price on these, the retail price is probably like $130 to $150. It's a really nice men's leather walking shoe. This one is in really nice condition. You can see just not a ton of wear. The bottom looks pretty good. I was in Goodwill. I was like, oh, let me flip it over and hopefully it's a good price. It's only $9.99. This shoe should probably bring between 40 and 60 plus shipping all day. Got really excited when I saw this shoe at the second Goodwill. First of all, the brand is Mizuno. It is a specialty running brand, so that's the good thing about it. I recognize this wave pattern of theirs. This is the Wave Creation, which is their top-end neutral running shoe, so that was good. The next thing you gotta wonder is how old the shoe is, because even if you have a top-of-the-line shoe, if it's from 5 or 10 years ago, it's probably not worth any money, or basically none. But what was awesome about this one, the mesh on this one is considered a knit, and that's something that is new within like the last 2 years, basically, new technology to running that they're doing. And so I knew this shoe had to be new. I didn't look up to see if it's the newest one, but it has to be really basically their newest model to have this upper like this. That's the knit upper. So a knit upper has stretch to it, kind of like a sock almost, and so it's just a more expensive mesh than a traditional mesh. This is a size women's 9.5, which is a really good size. The only thing about this one, it's got kind of like some paint wear off right there, but otherwise it looks to be in really nice condition. I did pay a little more for these. I paid $12.99, hoping to ship these out for 50 plus shipping. I tried to go to a garage sale this morning, but it was raining at the time, and so I guess it was canceled. They didn't take the posting down, so I was kind of frustrated. So I ended up picking at the Hal Foundation thrift store. They open at 7 o'clock, which is really early. And whenever I drive to work that early in the morning, there's people there picking that early. So I probably went like 8:15, 8:30 or something like that. Picked up 2 things, paid $1 each. Got this Stearns, just like windbreaker jacket. It was only $1. They had some Nerf stuff, none that were worth really good money, and they weren't in great condition. But if you are a new reseller and you want to get into selling Nerf, it's really good to know that sometimes the accessories on Nerf are worth selling by themselves. And so what I did was I took this shoulder stock off of I think it's like the CS Raider or something like that, and it's extendable like this. And this should sell for between $7 and $10 plus shipping, and I only paid $1 for this. So nothing big there, but it is getting to be winter time, and so it used to be that I like to pick things up that'll make at least $10 profit or so, but I'm probably going to lower that to like 7 or, you know, kind of right about this range, as long as it's super easy to take pictures of, easy to ship, easy to list. If it hits all those marks, I'm kind of okay with $7 in the winter time for profit. Went to 2 Goodwills today and got a couple things. Ultra is a specialized, like, high-end running shoe company, and they make really good shoes. I found this one. It is the Ultra 1 V3. This shoe's in pretty good condition. You can see the top's been squashed, but overall, you can see the midsole looks pretty nice on it, pretty clean. The bottom's pretty nice. So I only paid $6 for these. The only issue is on this shoe is someone has cut the laces like at the end. And so I'll either have to get some new laces for it or just say that on the listing that someone had to get some new laces for it. Took a chance on this one. The brand is not super popular. It's ESY Sportwear. It's a vintage tag, but check this out. It's a super cool USA print, like zippered hoodie that I think somebody will probably want to rock. I'm gonna put this on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, but then also for sure Depop. This is probably my favorite pick of the whole day. Anytime I see this brand, I get really excited because I just know it's gonna sell and sell really fast. The brand is Peter Millar, and check this print out. This is their Summer Comfort Polo. Let me get up close so you can see the print. It's skulls and like crossbones. And so this shirt has a ton of sell-through on eBay for really good money. Mine doesn't have it, but one of them has Scotty Cameron logo on the sleeve, and that one sold for almost $100 in used condition. This will probably sell for between $40 and $60, and I paid $5.50.